Natural we become, the more contrived we become, the further we move away from her. And it's an unfortunate state of our society that we've become extremely, extremely contrived. And so the practice of awakening to our divine design, our natural design, is a practice of complete and utter naturalness in every possible way. Letting go of contrivance, even spiritual contrivance. This is so important because even our spiritual path has become so contrived in so many traditions. Be loving, be compassionate, be blissful all the time. And if you're not blissful, then something's wrong with you. This is so far from the truth I can't even describe. Because the deeper you go in and the deeper you see the reality of human life here, the more you can see how natural it is that we're suffering. Who can live in this society and be in bliss all the time? If to do that, you would have to be completely and utterly disconnected from the state of humanity. The Mother will have us be connected. The Mother will have us care about human life, care about the human soul, care about the suffering of humanity. Help us to heal the suffering. And in order to help us to heal the suffering, we have to embrace it. We have to hold it like a babe to us. And we begin that by doing that inside of ourselves. That's how we get to that place. What we learn how to do inside of ourselves is what we can learn how to help all of life with. And as we become natural, as we care, as we love life, we are becoming Mother Nature herself. That's what she does. But we have to care for ourselves first to get there. We have to let ourselves be natural, be raw, be in our suffering, in our pain, and be held in that in order to hold others in that place, in order to hold the soul of humanity in that place. And that suffering goes deep, sisters. It goes really deep. It goes lifetimes deep, eons deep for the feminine, for all of humanity. But the feminine has been targeted for eons. So those of us that have souls that have repeatedly incarnated as women, we have feminine souls, feminine-oriented souls, we can say. And we have been targeted, literally. And so the pain runs deep, and our job is big. It's a big job. But the fruit pays off immediately, because as soon as there's such a relaxation that happens when you allow yourself to feel your own suffering. It's a relief, even if it's painful. You know, when you first begin to touch on that spot that's been contracted for so long, and you begin to touch on it, because it begins to make sense. Oh, that's why I feel that way. That's why I behave that way. That's why I react that way, because that happened to me. It all begins to make sense. There is nothing wrong with how you feel. How you feel is a natural result of things that have happened to you as a soul. There's no other reason for why you feel the way you do. Because things have happened that have created those feelings inside of you. And a lot of times intentionally created those feelings inside of you. But there's a relief when you see that. When you begin to go deep and you begin to see the layers up, because it begins to all just land. Oh, I'm not crazy. You know, there's nothing off or wrong with me. What I'm experiencing is a natural result of what I've been through. And now that I'm willing to feel it and presence it and be with it, I can heal it from that place. But until we're willing to be present with it, we don't know what's there. And you can't heal what's there if you don't know what it is. A lot of the power of our suffering comes from being unknown. That's how it gets its power. The power of the unconscious in ourselves and all of life gets its power from being unknown. Once we know it's there, we're back in our seat of power and we can deal with it.